Okay, guys, we're in the last lesson of Unit 8, all right, real life inequalities. Um, I'm going to actually just skip over the first page of this and focus on the second page. There's a lot of problems on there. And you found out that this unit is a pretty tough unit at the end. So you need to make sure that you're focused with it. And then hopefully you've been doing your homework and setting up your problems correctly. But we're going to start here and we're going to take a look at these 6 problems here, okay? So let's get rolling. Read each problem, define a variable, write an inequality, and solve for the missing number. Okay, pretty cut and dry, right? Jill received 45 ballots from the student council election. 45. Mr. Alvarez, the advisor, drops off quite a few more, and Jill now has at least 250 ballots. How many ballots did Mr. Alvarez drop off? All right, so our variable is the number of ballots. Okay. All right. So let's think about this now. Okay. Jill now has at least 250 ballots, at least. So she has 250 ballots, right? All right. She received 45 ballots at the beginning. So 45 plus what Mr. Alvarez dropped off is going to be greater than or equal to 250. Okay. So if we think about this, when you have at least 250, this side has to be greater than or equal to. If it's at least, it could be 250. Let's go ahead and balance beam this. And let's subtract 45, and let's subtract 45, and x is greater than or equal to, okay, 205. Now, I'm just going to save a little bit of time and put 205 here just to save a little bit of time. And, I could even go to 215 here and just skip one. All right. I'm going to circle this number, fill it in because there's an equal to, because it could be 250 or it could be 205, but it's going to be that or greater. Farmer Fran would like to build a chicken coop in order to raise chickens and sell their eggs. She determines that the area of the coop must be a minimum of 300 feet square. If the length of the coop is 12 feet, then how wide does the chicken coop need to be? Well, this is a little bit easier than the first one. So the first one is the variable is the width, all right, of the coop. All right, now let's get our inequality. It has to be a minimum of 300. Minimum. Can it be bigger than 300? Yes. Okay. Could it be 300? Yes. And that's why the equal to is there. All right. We have the length of 12, right? And we're looking for the width, x, balance beam, tee it up, divided by 12, divided by 12. So x is going to be greater than or equal to 300 divided by 12 is 25. Okay. So I'm going to just go put 25 right in the middle here. 26, 27. All right, x is going to be circled. I'm going to fill it in, and it's greater than, so I'm going to go that way. Okay. All right, we're rolling here. Marco's buying Christmas presents for his 5 family members. He would like to spend less than 175, not 175, but less than. On average, how much can he spend on each person? Well, Marco is spending on how many? 5. There's our other number. So our variable is what? Amount, all right, per person. All right, so our inequality, 175. All right, he wants to spend less than that. Can't spend 100, no equal to there, right? And then we have 5x. So what number times 5 is going to be less than that? Balance beam divided by 5 cancels. X is less than 35. So 36, 35, 34, 33. Go to 35. Leave it empty. Go that way. X is less than that. Okay, we're halfway through here. Let's continue. The school football team is selling raffle tickets as a fundraiser. It cost them $155 to print the tickets, and they would like to make at least $2,500 profit. How much money do they need to raise to cover the costs of printing and meet their goals? Okay. They want to make a profit of at least 2,500. All right, so I'm going to back up here. I got to get my variable first. It's the number of dollars is our variable. Number of dollars. I'm going to do that to save a little bit of room. All right, so the profit. They want at least a profit of 2,500. Could it be more? Yes. So that's why this side could be greater than. Could be 2,500. All right. It cost them $155 to print the tickets. So I have to take that $155 away from the total cost. So here's our total cost minus the $155, and they want this side to be greater than or equal to $2,500. Balance beam, add $155 to both sides. X is greater than or equal to 2,655. Okay, so this is what they need to make minus the tickets to be what we would call in the green. So I don't know. I'm just going to say, just save me a little bit, 2655. All right, and circle that. I'm going to fill it in. I'm not real worried about these numbers. Just getting the circle right and the arrow right is the more important option. Okay, let me bring that up a little bit for you. Make sure you can see it. And let's finish up here. Good stuff, right? Westfield Junior High is attending a field trip to the planetarium. The planetarium requires students to be placed in groups of 15 or less and can only accept up to 18 groups per day. What is the highest number of students that can attend the planetarium field trip? All right, so certainly the variable is the number of students, right? All right, so here we go. I know I can have a total of 18 groups, right? I look at this, 18 groups, 15 or less. How many students divided by 15, because here's our groups, and it's not equal to, is going to be less than, or equal to 18. It could be 18 groups, can't be more. So now, let's balance beam. Times 15 times 15. X is less than or equal to 270 students, right? Okay, so then I come down here and I'll put 270, 260, 250, circle it, fill it in, go that way. All right, we're on the last one. We got Skype. I don't even think anybody uses Skype anymore. Charges a caller 30 cents a minute to call a landline in Cambodia. How many minutes could a caller talk if they only had $21 to spend? Okay, so our variable is the number of minutes. Right? Here's the cost per minute. Here's $21 is our total cost, so 21. Can't be greater than 21. It has to be less than or equal to 21. So we're 30 cents X. See, this is our number of minutes. We don't know how many. So let's figure out what we can do here. The inverse of multiplication is division. Cancels. X is less than or equal to. 21 divided by 3/10, I think, is 70. 70, right? So let's take a look at it. Here's 70. Here's 60. Here's 50. Fill it in. It's less than. It goes that way. So it does. Okay, guys. Well, anyway, that's what we have. That's the last lesson of the unit. Go ahead and jump on that homework, and we'll go from there.